A fatal accident at the SK battery plant last fall has led to a legal fight affecting the future of the dead man's family. The question, was it his fault?
His employer argues Cameron Bell is solely to blame for what happened November 4th. But his widow tells Fox 5 I-Team reporter Randy Travis Bell worried about safety each of the 21 days he spent on that Jackson County job site.
He fought for safety. That was his major concern.
The irony is more than tragic. For Daniela Mejia, it lingers long after she said goodbye to her common-law husband, Cameron Bell, pronounced dead November 16th in a Gainesville hospital. Just months earlier, the couple had been carefully following the Fox 5 I-Team's investigation of safety concerns at the SK battery plant.
I remember that there was one where a gentleman was saying, you know, it's not if, but when somebody dies.
It's a wonder if somebody had been killed already.
And I hate that person was my husband.
Bell was an electrician for MMR Constructors, a Louisiana-based subcontractor doing some of the electrical work on the sprawling battery plant going up along I-85. Workers with other subcontractors had already filed complaints with OSHA claiming safety violations. In September, this man fell through a ceiling and had to be hospitalized. The next month, Bell texted Daniela this video showing someone else who fell but survived. His safety harness leaving him dangling in the air.
He sent me that video, and even that day, I texted him and I said, oh my God, please don't die.
On November 4th, mid-morning, Bell was working high up in that same building, the Formation Building, checking on his crew in Area 5.
So there's the roof is up here, there's the ceiling that's here, 65 feet up in the air. So they were working on systems, you know, in between that area.
Seconds later, he would fall 65 feet to the hard concrete below. Daniela's attorneys say Bell stepped on a grate covering one of those holes in the ceiling, thinking it was secure. His safety harness was not tied off. He would land on top of another worker who just happened to be walking below. She survived. Bell would never regain consciousness. The Texas man left behind Daniela and a 10-year-old son. Workers' compensation benefits typically pay $675 a week, at least until the child turns 18. But MMR is fighting the claim, arguing that Georgia doesn't recognize common law marriages. And since he didn't have his safety harness tied off, the accident was Bell's fault. Well, here's why his widow's attorneys say it was not.
There are only so many places that you can tie off on to avoid falling through. There were too many people up in this area, Area 5, and if there are too many people in that area, they can't safely tie off, and they're more likely to fall through a hole.
OSHA investigated the accident and determined MMR had committed serious violations involving fall protection. The government proposed a fine of $27,306. MMR offered no comment to the Fox 5 I-Team about the OSHA fine or its refusal to pay Bell's widow and son.
It just goes to show the lack of even caring about those workers' safety.
2 months before Bell's death, this safety officer for another subcontractor warned OSHA about workers exposed to fall hazards, mainly work being performed above various areas of ceiling grid not designed to be walked on.
They're sacrificing people's safety for production.
Camille Brantley says no one from OSHA ever responded. When we asked why, OSHA didn't respond to our questions either.
It's a perfect storm for the nightmare to occur, and probably again.
Because Georgia law doesn't allow you to sue your employer for wrongful death, Bell's widow is going after SK Battery itself. The lawsuit accuses SK of committing a long list of safety violations, including failing to create and/or enforce safety rules and guidelines. In its response, SK wrote, "The negligence of Cameron Bell is the sole cause of some or all the damages alleged by plaintiff in this action."
Is it possible that what happened to your husband will cause people there at the plant to perhaps focus more on safety if they weren't before?
I would hope so, but considering this isn't the first fall, I don't know that it will. He had been at other jobs for years and never had an incident. And here he can't even complete a month without dying.
In Commerce, Randy Travis, Fox 5 News.